Hello, happy Wednesday, and welcome back to another episode of Astrology After Dark. I am Katrice. Natal chart Navigator. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm a little sick, so I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. All right, and so we're going to be talking about the full moon in Aquarius that is coming up tomorrow. Okay, and the full moon supermoon. Okay, in the sign of Aquarius, and so tonight we're going to be talking about how this will be affecting you. Okay. This is the last supermoon of the year. Okay, so we had the Sagittarius supermoon, the Capricorn supermoon last month, and now we're having the Aquarius full moon supermoon this month. Okay, now full moons are a time of releasing. Okay, so you release what it is that is no longer serving you, or what it is that you don't want anymore, in order to make room for the things that you do want to bring in when the new moon comes around. And the new moon will be in Virgo at the end of the month. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. All right. So we're going to start with Aries and Aries rising. Okay. If you are Aries, this is going to be taking place in your 11th house. Okay. And so this is going to have you, the 11th house is the house of it's the house of the humanitarian, and it is also the house where dreams and wishes come true. It's the house of social groups and friends, things of that nature, philanthropy, things of that nature. Okay, and so this full moon is asking you to step up and be a leader and use your power for the good of the people. Okay. Um, Now, Leo season may have had you focusing on your personal goals, but now is a good time to open up your heart to the needs of your community or your social groups. Okay. How can you find common ground with those around you and work together to make a difference? Okay. Challenge yourself to apply your creativity to a greater cause. Okay. So if there's something in your local community, where you can volunteer to help out, that is how you're going to use this energy the most. Now, for Taurus and Taurus rising, okay, this is going to be affecting your 10th house. Okay. And so career matters may come to a climax under this lunar moment. Okay. As the full moon is going to be in your public facing 10th house. And so it's shaking up your work life in an unexpected way and demanding all of your attention. So if things don't go according to your previous plan, just go with the flow and roll with the changes. Okay. Staying open to these sudden shifts or surprises is key. Okay. As you never know what exciting opportunities could appear as a result. Okay. So just be open to whatever it is that's going on in your career. Okay. It may be something that really want to do, and you never, thought about doing, and now you have the opportunity to do it. Now, for Gemini and Gemini rising, this is going to be taking place in your ninth house. Ninth house is the house of philosophy, higher learning, religion, things of that sort, long distance travel. And so this is going to be taking place in that house. And so it'll feel like a fresh breeze of inspiration blowing in your direction. So now it's time for serious spiritual growth, expanding your comfort zone and embracing new ways of thinking. Now, this is right up your alley, Gemini, because you guys, you love to think and converse. And so you might find that your interests and aspirations are changing quickly now, and that a single conversation could light up a passion for a subject that you never even knew you had. Okay. And so follow these sparks of excitement and take a risk to satisfy your curiosity. Moving on to Cancer and Cancer rising. Okay. This is going to be in your eighth house. Okay. And so, eighth house is the house of um, shared resources, death, taxes, things of that nature. And so, what energetic bonds, broken promises, or personal debts have been hanging over your head lately? Now is the time to begin freeing yourself of any low vibrational emotional burdens or financial attachments that have been holding you back. Take steps to build independence in your life by coming clean with the people closest to you or working to pay off anything you owe others. Life is too precious to spend chained to other people's wills. All right, and then for Leo and Leo rising. So I know Leos, you guys are still celebrating your birthday month, and so happy birthday again to you. If you know Leo season is winding down, and so you're gonna continue to keep on shining like the star that you are. But this full moon will challenge you to put energy into your closest partnerships, okay? Whether that be business or personal. Under these cosmic conditions, relationship dynamics could shift quickly, and sudden changes of heart could throw you a curveball. Try to approach any wild card moments with objectivity and logic, taking things through and staying true to your needs will help you weather any potential storm. Now, things may not be as easy, um, when it comes to this because Saturn is in Aquarius currently, okay? So keep that in mind. Saturn is the planet of karma, planet of restriction. And so keep that in mind when you are thinking about this full moon as well. Moving on to Virgo and Virgo rising. So Virgos, this will be taking place in your sixth house. Sixth house is the house of daily routines, of work, like your job, your health. And so you love a tidy and organized routine, but your mutable zodiac nature will come in handy under this lunation, as your day to day groove may be shaken up. New work or responsibilities or personal obligations may suddenly pop up on your radar, forcing you to reevaluate how you structure your time and revamp your calendar entirely. And while it may feel chaotic now, trust that once the full moon dust settles, these changes will be for the best. And now for Libra and Libra rising, this is going to be taking place in your fifth house, okay? Fifth house is the house of joy, of friends, of children, casual sex. And so this Leo season has had you focused on fun with your friends, okay? However, this full moon wants you to channel some of that juicy and joyful energy towards your personal endeavors. You may find that you're struck with a sudden bolt of inspiration, which could light up a desire for you to pursue an unconventional passion project, or even an unexpected romantic relationship. Lean into whatever puts stars in your eyes and gets your heart beating faster, even if it's not your usual cup of tea. And then for Scorpio and Scorpio rising, this is going to be taking place in your fourth house. Okay. And so there may be some unexpected turmoil in your personal life, or a sudden shift in your living situation or family dynamics that could force you to press pause on focusing on your public affairs and now focusing on your private life. Try not to be clouded by heavy emotions as you work through the drama. An open mind minded, big picture approach will give you all the perspective that you need. And then for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising, this is going to be taking place in your third house. Okay. Third house is the house of communication, siblings, local communities. And so keep your ears, heart, and mind wide open now. This full moon is serving up all sorts of surprises for you. Unexpected news or serendipitous chance encounters could change your current trajectory and bring exciting opportunities for you to express yourself in new ways. Don't be afraid to jump in right now. Now is the time to chase rainbows and follow your heart. What is important is that you stay true to who you are, even if who you are is changing by the minute. And then for Capricorn and Capricorn rising, this is taking place in your second house. Second house is the house of personal finance and self worth. And so full moons are always full of emotions. And this one might have you more focused on your finances. And so whether it's a sudden expenditure or a surprise windfall, it'll be good to be in touch with your spending habits to ensure you can manage any curveballs that get thrown your way. If you're looking for a raise or a new gig, you may also come up with upon unexpected opportunities to increase your cash flow. So be ready to pounce on the chance to boost your bank account. Okay. And then for Aquarius and Aquarius risings, this is going to be taking place in your first house. First house is the house of self. Okay. And so this is your full moon, Aquarius. So step into the lunar spotlight and be ready to evolve before everyone's eyes. Your identity and self presentation are changing at a light speed pace, and you're shedding old skins faster than you ever have before. Embrace your naturally rebellious spirit as you explore this innovative new territory. And don't be afraid to push beyond the status quo. Your unorthodox spirit needs room to grow. And then, last but certainly not least, for Pisces and Pisces rising, this is going to be taking place in your 12th house. 12th house is the house of the subconscious, the undoing, the house of seclusion. And so, this full moon, this full moon might feel like a fantasy, okay? But that sort of dreamy, ethereal realm is exactly where you feel most like yourself. Keep your third eye open because you may find that you're suddenly turning a corner when it comes to your emotional healing or mystical connection, okay? Spend some alone time so you can fully soak up the psychic downloads and spiritual revelations that you're being struck with. Hey, Keisha. I don't know if you heard, but this is taking place in the seventh house, okay? Taking place in your seventh house, house of partnerships and relationships, okay? So it's going to be some shake up, girl. Going to be some shake ups. All right, so that is every sign. If you did not, if you jumped on late, definitely go back and watch the replay. If you missed your sign, to see how this full moon is going to be affecting you. And also, if you are, full moons are a time of release, and they're also a time for you to figure out what it is that you want to do moving forward. And so, if you are confused, or if you're like, I know there's more for me, but I just don't know how, I just don't know what, you can definitely book a career reading with me. Okay. And in a career reading, I go through your career houses and I let you know the best careers or jobs based upon the energies that you were born with. Okay. Now, in order for me to do a career reading, I do need your time of birth, your date of birth, and your place of birth. Okay. So that I can pull your chart and go through it. All right. And so I have all the information in the comments. You can look in the comments to see how you can book a reading with me. Okay. And so it's kind of short tonight because I don't really feel that great. But I did want to get on and let you guys know how this full moon is going to be affecting you. And so I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And remember that possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And that right there ought to make you smile. Have a great one.